In this crypto episode, we're going to speak about the influx into Bitcoin ETFs, since they're still robust despite the likelihood that the Fed will lower rates. Will the price of Bitcoin continue to rise? Let us examine that until August. Greg from XRP Las Vegas will be speaking with us, and we will be attentive to what he has to say. As for the XRP case, we anticipate receiving documentation. Indeed, we've made a decision. Even though we can't view it tomorrow, we'll release it. We will provide you with the necessary information to proceed, after which we will promptly review the approved XRPs, remain calm and settle in. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin at $64,800. It has decreased by 28% over the past day. Ethereum $3.99, even if it's down 1.77% of US dollars, DPEGA's US dollars are still added, and XRP is struggling at 54 cents or 53 cents, coming in at 538. For those of you who monitor your residence, all cryptocurrencies have a combined market capitalization of 2TR39 or $1 billion. Pardon me, but let's check out another cryptocurrency that we introduced to you. This is going to be seen. Nope, that's not going to happen. Move $11. However, we will at least withdraw $5. That's 5 times. If that doesn't satisfy you, we can make some degen plays, but they carry a lot of risk. If your degen play fails to generate a profit, you will lose money. However, if we adhere to these cautious calls, which we are confident will yield a profit of 5 to 20 times, we should be well positioned by the end of next year. We achieved a record. Folks, here is my project. This is currently documented in the XRP ledger. We have sold 196 NFTs in just 5 days. The 196 NFTs sold in 5 days are a monster. We're not talking about projects that everyone is hyping up because it's the new release and they want to get in on it. Instead, we're talking about a project that has been in development for 18 months. As important as each month is to the undertaking, I'm not referring to the small projects that come out and say, get out of NFT for 10 XRP. You stumbled upon another project on the XRP ledger that has been around for 6 months. They have a new release where they are selling 196 NFT in 5 days. No, they aren't. They are authentic NFTs. These NFTs are adults. These NFTs each have a value of 165 boxes. They provide you with additional income every month, and I have some advice to share with you. This is real, and I have discussed it with people. She was there yesterday, and she's got problems. They're going after her, I assure you. She operates pump and dump groups in her Telegram, and they come to her 100% of the time. She charges people an insane amount. She enters sums of money, deducts the value of the cryptocurrency portfolio, and then charges that amount. We've observed pricing fluctuations, followed by her running, pumping, and dumping. If the market collapses, she will likely join SPF in prison due to the flood of Bitcoin ETFs. Remain resilient, as Wall Street hopes that despite the Fed's rate reduction, investor inflows will continue into ETFs for Bitcoin. Wall Street's surge and growing expectations of rate cuts are the salient features. On Monday, Fidelity led the group with the largest inflows. Hong Kong Bitcoin ETFs, which went live last week, have 4,400 Bitcoins. The Fed has slashed interest rates, and the Seas of Fire and Israel bring new hope. The Bitcoin investor got off to a good start last week, according to the market. According to the statement, Bitcoin ETFs saw net withdrawals of $217 million on Monday. For the second consecutive day, GC's ETF, GBDC, experienced a single-day net inflow of 3.9 million individuals and institutional funds into ETFs. We cannot put the genie back in the bottle, it is here to stay. It is over and will continue to exist. It is not going to stop pumping. This is a crucial point to remember. As I previously stated, once the institutional money arrived, it wasn't going to disappear, and you know that it isn't. Will the price of Bitcoin remain stable until August? A lot of things have influenced the price of Bitcoin this year, so let's have a look at some expert opinions and macroeconomic trends, as not many people truly know how the price of Bitcoin might perform. Let's move the cursor downward. We talk about being cognizant of the impending events. The Bitcoin Liquidity Index takes this form. Recreational Capital, a well-known cryptocurrency marketplace, believes Bitcoin could peak between mid-December 2024 and early March, according to an estimate. You might get a parabolic blow-off from it. We also expect a peak within that time range. What we're looking for is the Bitcoin momentum, which is currently present. When do we actually get when we talk about this? We're always in chop range, which makes it straightforward. Following the cut, there will be an explosion. Later in the year, the price of Bitcoin is likely to surpass $100,000. People then pay attention to this. Fantastic XRP's Greg Kidd said, Vegas, when we talk about the United States, there are a few advantages. Of course, there is the US dollar. It's a global currency, isn't it? The question about English, as you heard, is whether it's adequate. Jesus said that it should be sufficient for everyone, thus, this US dollar could function when backed by cryptocurrency rather than only on these shoddy, 50-year-old rails during transfer service business hours. The XRP ledger and other entities use this medium for transactions. Why shouldn't this dollar serve as the nation's medium of exchange? It's there already. Everyone can live in Star Trek's conventional world if we simply have a tokenized crypto rails version of it. The world is reminiscent of the future. Star Trek people don't really care about you. When you pay for the lithium crystals or triplets, some money appears in the backdrop and moves. We now have that technology, intergalactically between Cleon and the Federation Romans. Previously, it was non-existent. Therefore, the US can choose to lead. If it doesn't, the currency will continue to be in dollars. Managed by individuals who reside abroad, it is strategically necessary for the US to lead rather than follow, and as a result, we possess the necessary technologies. It's a strategic priority, and I am committed to ensuring that the US leads and not lags or obstructs. Some parts of the US political system, I believe, are resisting this action. Greg Kidd made some really intriguing remarks here, saying that the US should take the lead and that we should fully support the AA trails with a crypto stable coin, which leads me to believe that Ripple is entering the stable. Well, we already had the stablecoin test grounds in Palau. I'm still waiting for my Pala ID. How are things going over there? They're currently in phase 2 or 3 of the test. What are they doing? It's fascinating that the XRP people are supporting the US dollar, and as I've been saying for a while now, this is testing. The US Fed's actions are justifiable. Lawsuit as final filings for XRP. The SEC claims to have provided its final response in the remedy phase, escalating the legal conflict with Ripple Labs. We don't really know what's going on there, yet excitement is growing as the sealed documents' public release draws near. These documents, which contain stolen remedies, reply briefs, and supporting exhibits, cannot be accessed by the public yet. On Wednesday, we will submit the versions with public redactions and any substantially censored portions. Tomorrow's other sealing is May 8th. On May 8th, we will make associated filings. The dates we need to be aware of are May 13th and May 20th, after which we can start receiving information. There will be more juicy details soon. I'll take care of that tomorrow. Then we obtain this from Smoke for You. The Market Infrastructure Committee and the Payments Committee, through their regulatory examination of international standards, have recognized Bitcoin crypto assets as official payment systems. Ripple and XRP are experiencing a decline within the system, and surprisingly, aren't Ethereum and Bitcoin fascinating? Could we accurately state that Augustine Carson and Brad Garlinghouse sat in the same room? People, we are aware of the IMF's ties there as things are heating up, but you know what? Dealing with money means dealing with the government. Dealing with banks involves dealing with influential organizations that resemble global leaders like the BIS and the IMF, and it takes time. Remember, we are traveling, don't get it. If I'm not mistaken, a significant move is imminent. There will be a significant move up on XRP during this bull cycle, but I believe that the price will rise the longer you let it develop.